I want to know if you can accept delayed gratification. Are you okay with having to wait in order to get something that you actually want? Because in today's world, I don't think that a lot of people can actually wait to get something that they want. I think that as a society, as a world, we have gotten so used to being able to get what we want when we want it with just a few clicks of a button from our phones or from your laptop. I mean, think about it. We can get stuff delivered to our house in just a couple days from Amazon. Sometimes it's same day delivery. We can get food dropped off within the same hour that we click a few buttons and it's straight to our house. We can order a car to pull up to our driveway, pick us up and take us somewhere and then bring us right back. And this is all from a few clicks of buttons because of technology. Think about all the different ways back in the day that people had to be patient in order to get what they want. One of my favorite examples is actually how they made ice cream back in the day. Back in the day, when they made ice cream, they had to wait until winter froze the lake over. After the lake would freeze over, they would go out and they would pick ice. They would get all these massive chunks of ice, put them on sleds, drive it or pull it back to their storage, their ice storage, which was basically a shed, and they would cover it with hay. They would cover these massive ice blocks that was in this like buried little storage, and they would cover it with hay so it stayed super cold. Then during the summer, they would have to go get milk. They would get their freshly squeezed milk and their vanilla, and they would get all these ingredients together, and they would have to go get that ice back out of that shed. Then they could put it all together and actually make ice cream just so that they can have a delicious ice cream treat during the summer when it's super hot. We are spoiled as a society. We can go and just get ice cream. We can just have stuff delivered. We can just have ice cream delivered to our house, a milkshake from wherever, all with a few clicks of a button. Think about mail back in the day. Mail was weeks and weeks. I would write a letter, basically the same as what you are doing in a text message, people were doing over mail. But it would take weeks just for one response to get back to you. You would send a letter out, that might take 2 to 3 weeks just to get to its destination, and then they would send a letter right back. It might be a month and a half before you get your text, but you feel like if someone doesn't text you back right now, that is disrespectful. That is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about delayed gratification. I don't think that most of us understand what it can do for you and the amount of leveling up as a person you can have inside of you if you understand and actually learn how to be patient and how to have delayed gratification. And this video is all about patience. Most people just don't have patience. You know what patience is, but do you understand how having patience can actually level you up, increase your investments by tremendous amounts of money? It can increase you as a person by a lot because you're putting in time and you're letting patience work for you. Most people will struggle when it comes to investing and saving their money because they want money now. They want the get rich quick scheme. They want to take shortcuts to get to that money. And in reality, it can happen, but it's rare. People do not actually become successful overnight. It's super rare. I'm not saying it can't happen, but it's super rare to see your savings account go from $2,000 to $100,000 overnight. And if you know someone that has done that, awesome. It's super rare to see your investments. You invest $500 and all of a sudden now it's $100,000 in the blink of an eye. That's super rare. But people don't understand that if you're patient, if you're patient and you let that money grow and you keep investing and you keep investing and you let compound interest and time work its magic, then your patience will pay off. It's the same aspect as a lot of people that go to college, sometimes they drop out, and it's because they don't have the patience to keep showing up every single day for 4 years straight. They don't have the patience to keep showing up. People that want to get certifications, people that want to, get promotions, get raises at jobs, and just grow in a job, you have to keep showing up. I'm not saying that being patient, you just get to be lazy and you get to be a free rider, and as long as you're in the markets or as long as you're investing in yourself, you'll be successful, because that is not the truth. You have to keep showing up while also putting in the effort, putting in the work, and then you also have to trust God's timing. I know that this might sound silly. How does patience actually change your life? But it does, because waiting helps you as an investor. Waiting helps you as a person, but waiting helps you as an investor. Most people can't stand to wait. And if you don't have that deferred gratification, that delayed gratification gene inside of you, then you got to work very hard to actually overcome that. Warren Buffett says the stock market is a device that transfers money from impatient people to patient people. That's what Warren Buffett says. One of the best investors of all time says that it is a transfer of money from impatient to patient people. And Warren Buffett is not one of the only public figures that's famous that has talked about patience and how powerful it is in a person's life. Benjamin Franklin said, "He that can have patience can have what he will." Meaning that if you have patience, you can get what you want. To lose patience is to lose a battle. That's huge. To lose patience is to lose the battle. That means if you lose your patience, you're going to lose anyways, because being patient is key. Being patient is key to success. Patience is not the ability to wait, but the ability to keep a good attitude while we're waiting. And learning patience can be difficult, but once you've conquered that, you'll find life is way easier. It will literally change your life in order to be patient. When you're driving, maybe it's not about speeding and getting mad at someone because they cut you off. When you learn patience, it's like, hey, I'm going to be patient. Let them do them. I'm going to control what I can control, which is myself. That's about being patient. Patience is investing money every single month and letting it grow. Patience is showing up to work every single day, putting in your best foot so that you can get promotions, you can level up, you can get that new job, that higher paying job. Patience is about showing up every single day to class, getting A's so that you can get a degree that you want in the field that you want, so that you can get the salary that you want and that you're expecting from your degree. Patience is having good relationships with people around you, not letting your emotions get the best of you and burning bridges. That's patience. Patience is key, and patience will change your life. Not only from the investment standpoints that I'm talking about with compound interest, but also just overall, your whole mental, physical, everything about your life will change if you can get patience. And I'm telling you guys, some of the most patient people that I know are some of the most successful people that I know. Some of the most patient people that you see online are some of the most successful people. Think of Gary Vee. He talks about when, people are 25 and 30 and 40 that you're super young. It's all about timing. Just keep showing up. I have many examples where I know people that didn't actually have their millionaire status until they were 65 years old. Yeah, I want it now. But if that's God's timing, then that's okay. Aristotle said, patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet. Patience is the companion of wisdom. That was St. Augustine. Our patience will achieve more than our force, and the two most powerful warriors are patience and time. Those are other quotes from famous figures from around the world over time. It's all about patience. And patience can change your life. Patience can change your investments. And you just have to have it. And if you don't have it, Get used to being okay with not having the instant gratification. We are so entitled as a world, as a society, that we want stuff now. Place it in my hand now. I want my Amazon now. I want my food now. Give me my money now. I want everything now. And it's all because we're so used to having it on a cell phone. We're so used to being able to call people, text people, go to our app, scroll, do all these different things, all this powerful technology, which is great. You just can't let it actually change you as a person. You can't let it change your attention span. TikTok in short form is so popular because people only have an attention span of 7 seconds before they get bored, before they want something new. And that's how it is actually in real world now. People want things now. And if they don't get it, they're not patient enough to actually wait in order to get that over time. And that, to me, that feeling of waiting and having something pay off is such a great feeling. It's so rewarding. It's so fulfilling knowing that you had patience to go after your goals, to go after your investments, to go after whatever it is, and it finally pay off. I'm Curtis Rylant, and if you haven't checked out my channel, go and check out my channel. I'll put a video right here that I think you'll like. It's about investing and also how my life changed with less than $1,000 when I started investing. In the comment section, let me know, do you invest and why not? And if you have any financial questions, put them in the comment section and I'll make a video about it. Hit that like, hit that subscribe so that you can get future notifications on when I'm dropping videos. And this is all about community. I want to grow the kingdom of God through financial talk. That's all it is. I want to help others get to financial freedom, create generational wealth, and just set themselves up so that they're not struggling paycheck to paycheck every single month. And remember, guys, you can do all things through him that give you strength. Peace.